let's talk about calf scours. So a lot of people have been asking for an update on my little friend. The Madigan squeeze did show some promise. He was up walking around. He started to move his tongue a little bit, but yesterday evening he broke with scours. So he was getting some fluid therapy. I did a live. That was kind of fun for the first time. Fluid therapy was tailored to what he needed. He actually was up and took a couple drinks out of his bottle last night, so I was pretty optimistic, but today he's doing much worse. So we're back to square one. We're back to the drawing board. We're making a new plan based on how he is doing today in this moment right here, right now. Calf scours are caused by many different bacterial or viral causes. If you are having a absolutely terrible time with scours, I always encourage people to get a necropsy done on calves if you've lost them, so that you know what exactly you're dealing with. Because it might be helpful for your vet to make treatments based on, say it's E. coli versus Clostridial versus rotavirus. That might change something for what they can do. Treatments typically include fluid therapy as the number one, things like probiotics, electrolytes, and maybe adding in antibiotics or vitamins are definitely other avenues that will be added, subtracted. Each calf is an individual that gets a different treatment. Yes, you can have blanket treatment plans, but sometimes they still need to be tailored to that patient. The biggest problem with scours is when they get that terrible diarrhea, it causes a secondary, what we call metabolic acidosis, or their blood becomes very acidic. And even though those pathogens are the primary reason why they are sick, the acidosis is typically the reason why they pass away, because a blood pH of, say, 6.8 or maybe lower is not conducive to life, and so other organs start to fail and they will pass away from that. Need to treat that metabolic acidosis with a alkaline solution, sodium bicarbonate, to try to support them to get through their scours and back on the road to recovery. These guys are not born with an immune system. Calves get their building blocks for their immune system through the colostrum from mom. So that's also important because they don't really have much of anything in those first few days of life to really fight off these bad pathogens that they pick up. It also becomes very important when we are picking an antibiotic, so that we are picking one that is considered bactericidal, not bacteriostatic, so that it's actually killing bacteria that we are trying to treat in these little guys. That goes for things like pneumonia cases too. That's calf scours in a 2-minute nutshell. Let me know if you have any questions. We are definitely saying some prayers for this little guy. The more time you spend in the barn trying to get him going, the harder it is when they don't make it. So I'm really, really hopeful for this little guy. But unfortunately, it's the reality of ranching, farming, owning livestock.